I did, but I don't. I'm not expecting much.
Same. No expectations here. Besides, it's going to be live recording here. Okay. We're on Twitch.
It says live on my screen.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, I'm seeing the live thing too. Yeah.
got live, and then let me add one more thing. Oh, I can do YouTube. Oh shit! All right, okay. Hi everyone. So nice to have you here with us. I'm with Patricia, Ruben, and Dev. Patricia and Dev are from the Other World, Mystical
World, the Other View.
Mystical World, the Other View of Lyndhurst, New Jersey. They do workshops, classes. They're both online and in person, and you could book them. We'll add their links, but we will be together the third Friday of every month doing live readings. So you could join in, you could call in, and we will be reading you live. So hopefully you have the courage to come on. We have our first beautiful guest, Jasmine, here, and she has not gotten read and is first being introduced to Patricia and Deb for the first time right now, and Ruben. So we are going to read her live and get into all of the things with her, and then wherever the conversation takes us, it's a free and open conversation. And yeah, let's dive into it. Dev, Ruben, you guys want to say anything, and then we can get going.
Hello.
Thank you for having us,
Hello.
Taylor.
So this is Jasmine. You guys do your thing, but yeah, we'll be here. And you've never met them, obviously, right, Jasmine? This is your first time.
No, I've never met Jasmine before.
So yeah, Jasmine.
All right, Jasmine, did you ever go see a psychic or a medium or something along those lines?
I have, yes.
All right, perfect. It just gives us the idea that you understand how it works.
I do.
So, in a nutshell, I'm going to nutshell this. Is the way I describe me and Dev, right? My specialty is mediumship, but I can read tarot. Okay. Her specialty is tarot, but she could do mediumship. So, right? But a little twist on my mediumship, I work as a physical medium.
Okay.
Right? So there's two different types of mediums. There's mental mediums and there's physical mediums. With mental mediums, like everything takes place within the medium. Mm-hmm. And I could do that, right? They see pictures, they hear things, they're translating it. I could do that, but my specialty is physical mediumship. And what that basically means is, like, I carry a frequency with me that I could literally move energy off of you, like transmute it. So honestly, that's like one of the first places my mind's eye goes, like right off the bat. Okay. Mm-hmm. But spirits can jump in here if they want to. The physical mediumship, they could start bringing up people in the physical world. Animal communication can happen. We really just kind of follow God's lead in the whole thing. And what that really means is your soul's going to let us know what we need to talk about. All right.
I'm so excited.
So thank you for coming on. And, we are live. Okay.
Yes.
You never know what's going to come up.
Nothing is off limits. I'm an open book and I am
cool beans.
Ready.
But if at any point in the game, Dev or I or Ruben feel like this is not a discussion for live, we're kind of going to just kind of give you a look and go, yeah, maybe we can talk about that later.
Yeah, right? For sure. Let's go.
Online conversations and offline conversations.
Yeah, I get it.
Cool beans. I'm just going to shuffle up some cards. I'm going to eyeball your energy there. Dev, you got your cards all?
Of course.
All right. So we're just going to kind of start tapping into your energy. I want to kind of see what's going on there.
Jazz, when's your birthday, hon? Just the month and day.
12/15.
Thank you. All right. And I'm going to try to limit my cursing. Sometimes when I read, I curse like a sailor. So I'm going to try to limit that. But your first card out of the gate is your Tower in reverse. So you've gone through some heavy stuff in the past year. And the beautiful thing about that is I believe it's now thoroughly behind you. So you have to kind of release the thinking and the worry behind that about, I want to say, what if it happens again? So whatever this is that happened, does that resonate with you? Did we have something kind of shit hit the fan? Sorry.
Yeah, and you're more. I probably brought that out from you, but like,
oh no, merchant marine. Sorry.
well, I'm here for it. So,
Can I jump like right on what she's saying?
yeah.
All right, because sometimes me and Deb will kind of like piggyback the whole
Yeah.
thing. Because I'm gonna go because she's talking about this unexpected thing that happened, right? The shit hit the fan sort of thing.
Yeah.
The first place on you that my mind's eye went was you have this big kind of like snow globe of energy. It's contained, but it's all on the right side of your head. And there's a lot of gray energy in there.
Mhm.
Gray energy to me is uncertainty. So it's almost like you cannot escape because it's snow globing on your head,
Yeah.
right? So it's almost like you cannot escape kind of like the thought patterns of getting down the uncertainty, confusion rabbit hole. It's just kind of like owning you now, right? Even when you don't want to think about it, the frequency is still there. So it's going to keep getting in your head. So I have two things right now, and then we'll go back to Dev. This side of your body, the right side of your body, is typically your relationship with females. However, you are a female, could easily be you turning energy against yourself, right?
Mhm.
What did I do? What didn't I do? Why? Woo, what? Right?
Yeah.
And then I see this. This is very old. There's this whole slit of energy going from, I'm going to say about the heart chakra. Let me look at it. Heart chakra. It's kind of going all the way down into maybe right around your stomach. Okay.
Mhm.
And it's almost like a slit, like an opening. I do know, I think this is the blowout of the energy that whatever Deb is talking about, right? Okay. And there's darker energy in there.
Yes.
The dark energy, whenever people, please, if I say dark energy, that does not mean evil necessarily. People usually freak out when I say dark energy. It just literally means void of light. Okay. So dark energy typically comes in as anger, depression, anxiety, something like that. All right. But I can tell whatever you went through, whatever Deb is talking about, this is a repeated pattern for you. It absolutely is. Because it went dormant, right? And then it looks like it blew out. And
Yeah.
I could see the energy in there, but the outside that I'm talking about, that's very old energy. So that
Yeah.
tells me it's a repeated pattern. I do believe the month of November is in there. So what is November to you? Anybody's birthday, time of passing, anniversary?
No, I mean, it's not really. Like, the only person I can think of whose birthday is in November is my boyfriend's father, but like November is right. Like, my birthday's in December, my dog's birthday's in October.
No,
Like,
no. You don't tell mediums and psychics like all the information.
I mean, you knew my birthday was in December.
Whoa. Let's pause it.
November.
Let's pause it. So November is your boyfriend's father's birthday.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'm assuming this man is still here in the physical world?
Yeah.
Okay. And how do you get along with this guy? You cool with this guy? Not cool with this guy?
The best.
He's the best?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm thinking because and I'm just going to say it in this manner, I'm thinking because he's bringing in some sort of, let's just say, fatherly male nurturing energy.
Yeah.
Okay. So this might be, right? Because remember, this is old.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, and you don't have to answer me yet, But I'm wondering if this goes back to actually your father. And then this man is coming in as this nurturing, fun, whatever's going on there. I don't know that we're necessarily hitting that. And I'll tell you why. Because when we acknowledge a month, November, and you say it's my boyfriend's friend's father, it should be going away. And it's not.
Yeah.
So it's going to mean something else. So we're going to go back to Dev.
Okay.
Remember, this is old energy.
Yeah.
Mama.
Yeah.
This is old stuff. So it's not necessarily, your boyfriend's father right now. It could be something else. Huh?
No, she's asking if it's like a past relationship. And I was like, I mean, nothing like significant, like Scorpio energy, November energy. Like I've had those people pass through my life, but like never anyone who like truly made an impact on my life.
Okay. Okay. Just pause it.
Pausing it. Dad.
Because it still says November on it.
Yeah, so, for sure. I believe
It's all right. It's all right. We're going to jump back over to Deb. And in the meantime, I'm going to take over. I'm going to take off all the uncertainty energy and the confusion. Okay. Right?
Yeah.
And it could be going back to a female because it's on that side of your head. All right. I'm going to work on that. Dev, I'm sorry.
No. There's no sorry here. So we started with your tower and your next card out of the gate. The tower is in reverse, so the heavy stuff is behind you now. But your 10 of Swords energy is a little bit tired and keeps repeating. I want to go back to what Patricia said about repeated patterns.
Yeah.
And you want to break out of that loop because where your Magician card is falling, it almost feels like you lost yourself. And you kind of forgot who you are and what you're truly capable of. And your Knight of Pentacles is in reverse. So what is happening with work? Because this makes me feel like work is also mixed up in this mess. And when Patricia's talking about November, did you have a significant work event happen in November where something went left with work?
So something, yeah. I mean, like, yes, something went left with work. I left like my full-time job in like last May, like so almost over a year ago. Mm-hmm. And then I think it was like November that like everything really set in where I was like, oh shoot, like it's up to me to like make this better, right? Like it had like enough time had set from like leaving the job to me realizing like shit, like I got to figure out how to make money like as soon as possible. And I think that's like the repetitive cycle that I've had over the last couple of months is like consistently feeling like I'm not having enough like come in and like my expenses are just like exceeding my income.
Did you start your own business?
Yes.
That's part of your Magician card. You have to really embrace now who you are.
Yeah.
Because where your Empress is falling, there's a lot of passion and creative energy happening here. Mm-hmm. Now you got to do the hard thing. You have to trust you're on the right path.
Yeah.
And you have to kind of change the way you're thinking about this because it feels like we've left a couple of stones unturned. 7 of Wands is asking you to stand your ground, and 3 of Wands right next to it is asking you to open new doors and look for the new opportunities that are available to you. Because I don't think you've exhausted every resource yet to expand your business. I think you are afraid, to lean all the way into what you are supposed to be doing.
Yeah. There's like a lot of reluctancy and like doubt that surrounds me. Not like immediately, but like just like ancestrally, I feel like. And like that might be honestly like this woman that you were talking about that like doubts me. Like I feel like I know exactly who you're talking about. It's my grandmother.
Trish, I can't hear you.
Oh wait.
Oh, Trish. Oh,
go.
Okay.
You think I'm muted?
Wait, no, you're okay.
Taylor muted me. You cannot mute me, Taylor.
Stop me.
All right, so this is all right. So let me pause. Right, there is a woman in spirit here. All right, she kept saying the word grandmother, which is interesting.
Yeah.
But you're talking about your grandmother on your mother's side of the family, correct?
No, I'm talking about my grandmother on my father's side, but she is like Wiccan. Like, she's crazy.
All right. And what is your grandmother on your mother's side of the family on the other side?
No, both my grandmothers are here. Both my grandfathers are passed. But like, what I will say about my grandmother on my father's side is she could probably cross over at any point. Like, she is definitely dealing with both sides of the fence.
All right. And does anybody have some kind of R name or RO type name? Is somebody like Rose or Rosa or Roseanne or... I think she's talking about a Rosa.
No, I mean, the only person that I can think of is like this is gonna be crazy, but my crossing guard that lives at that is at my crossing walk at my apartment is like one of like my spiritual advisors at this point. She's Buddhist and her name is Rosa.
But and she's what?
Her name is Rosa. She's like become like a spiritual advisor in my life.
Oh, Rosa is somebody here in the physical world?
Yes.
All right. And she's been giving you some kind of spiritual advice?
Yes. Like Buddhist advice. Yes.
Out of my own curiosity, because the woman that's coming in here, she told me to bring up this Rosa. Okay. All right. So Rosa's giving you this spiritual advice, but this feels like a grandmother. Do you know if Rosa uses her grandmother in spirit to kind of get some of her spiritual advice from?
Yeah.
Okay, so interestingly, right, Rosa's using her grandma, right, to give you some sort of spiritual advice. Grandma knows that we're on this live thing right now, and like, I'm just going to pop in and continue with my spiritual advice. So give a shout out to Rosa from her grandmother.
Rosa.
Rosa's grandma in the house, right?
We love her.
How weird is that?
I am obsessed with her. She gives me like pamphlets and like little magnets to put on my on my refrigerator, and she gives me Buddhist chants to listen to, and like she tells me about how I should meditate for 15 minutes a day, and she's the best.
I love it. Shout out to Rosa. Rosa's our kind of people. And right, well, it's interesting because I want to tag on it because I just did like a quick card shuffle. I'm not necessarily, I'm going more into the mediumship than the cards. However, your challenge card is literally this 9 of Wands. So the wand energy is going back to work, right? Yeah. The challenge is it's time to step forward.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
It's time to step forward. I always say 9 of Wands guy, he's a little bumped and bruised, but he's taking like one idea and he's stepping forward with it. He's looking back at the other 8 wands and he's like, you know what? Peace out. Because I'm just going to take this one thing and step forward. He's moving forward. Right?
Yeah.
And it's your challenge. Yeah. It's your challenge to do it. And then the current energy around you is the Ace of Pentacles. So Ace being a new cycle, Pentacles not necessarily just mean money. It's like anything physical, tangible world, but you are in this new cycle. Mm-hmm. I agree with you. I do think, I was going to say this slit, whenever I see a slit like that, with all that anxiety or anger or whatever's going on there, I'm going to pull that thing out of you because I think it's part of the problem. And I want to look at, and nothing for nothing, with females, another thing that popped up on you with females, you got this whole other thing going on. You keep giving them chances. You tend to give, it's almost like if you go to your grandmother for some sort of like, you mention, hey, I'm going to open my own business, and you know she's going to be a Debbie Downer, stop mentioning it to her. We're not looking for her acceptance.
So funny. I literally just had a conversation with my cousin he's like my gay cousin. And we've talked about like how like I feel like I'm like the patriarch of the family because he's like older than me, but he's gay and he like wants something to do with it, blah, 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 whatever. And I literally said to him, I was like, I don't think I'm ever talking to our grandmother again. Like she's so toxic. And so it was like the first time I acknowledged that like I can't give her another chance.
There you go. Because I saw that come up on with the relationship with females.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
why this energy was contained.
Yeah.
You were like confused. Like, what is this woman saying? But then
Yeah.
I saw this other thing pop up, and it looks like the top of it looks like a honeycomb.
Yeah.
Right? So you know how honeycomb has all the grooves in it?
Yeah.
All the grooves are chances you keep giving her to be
Yeah.
toxic with you. So
Yeah,
stop
yeah,
self-sabotaging.
No, it's so interesting because she really like has been like cursing us for so long, and like under the guise of it being, you know, we grew up doing like going to temple and doing pujas and doing all this like these ritualistic things, and like, you know, rituals work for, you know, manifestation, but like they can work just as easily for negative thoughts.
Good and bad.
And we have
Yeah, they'll get
like
locked into you mentally too.
yeah, and we realized recently like how she has turned everything she's done from a positive to us, and actually been channeling negative energy, and she's like a witch in that sense, where she's actually harboring all of this negativity, creating all of these negative outcomes for all of us. Like,
So if this is, I was curious about it because I'm curious to pull it out.
yeah, that's probably what it's been.
It probably is, because if she's doing some sort of rituals and she's attaching energy onto her family,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
And she has very negative energy. I agree with you 100%. I mean, it's like she could be kiboshing everybody's crap where she actually thinks she's doing something good, you know?
yeah. Like it's so distorted, her thinking. And like my parents used to, when they went back to work after I was born, my mom went back to work, and they used to leave with me with her. So I've spent like the most time alone with her, and I've had like the most like direct contact with her. And that's why, and I'm the only granddaughter, by the way, like only granddaughter in the family. So she has attached herself to me and like channeled through me my entire life. And it's been this realization as of recently, because my uncle was like arrested by the Indian government for like fraud. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, I forgot we were live, but like whatever. So it's brought light to like how my grandmother has enabled him, basically, and like how like all this like shady shit has been happening. It's just evil.
All right. I'm going to, this I'm very interested in, because that's probably that energy.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you the thing that's over here with giving people chances.
Yeah.
It's not just your grandmother, because that is a karmic thing that you are carrying some sort of repeated. That's your own shit.
Yeah.
Best way I'm going to put it. This might be her crap, but that's your own crap.
Yeah.
So I'm going to start to move those two things off. And then, I don't know, Deb, do you have more or?
I've always got more.
Amen.
There's always more, because you're stopping yourself from enjoying what you're creating.
Mm-hmm.
You really kind of do have to cut this person off.
Yeah.
You really do kind of have to, like, it's not even about cutting them off here in the physical world. It's about getting them out of your head and getting her voice out of your head, because I think that's a place where you loop. Mm-hmm. So you really, the minute her voice shows up, you literally have to say, not today. Mm-hmm. And
the trigger's there, and you see it. Yeah. I mean, we're talking about her, and you can see even your body language change, right? And so there's something called the reticular activating system, right? And that's in your brain, and it responds to the blueprint that you have, right? So what they're talking about here already is saying that this woman has been talking to you for years. She's attaching things to you for years, and now those energies are there, and your brain is like a computer, and it just starts to download these things, and it becomes, you activate subconsciously. A lot of the ways you're going to respond to her are subconsciously. So now you fall into these loops, those patterns that they're talking about, right? And so one of the most important things you have to consciously do is, like, if there's an exercise you can do. You look in a room, and and I tell you, look for this color, right? Look, you have your eyes closed, look for this color, then you open up, you look for the color. And then later I say, don't open your eyes. Tell me how many times you saw this other color. And you're going to be like, what? You didn't tell me to look for that color.
Yeah.
That's how it works, right? So you've been programmed in a way from how she's been treating you all these years. You just said, I've been closest with her. So you've had the most impact with her. Now she's tied these energies into you, right? And your psychological, because that's where I'm coming from on the psych part of it, is that you've been programmed to think this way. And so you have a natural way of falling into the same loop with her, right? She'll say 2 words, boom, you're already falling into the pattern, right? You're already feeling the same type of way. I know we're going to go to her house. It's going to be the same problems again, right? And so with Patty removing this energy off of you, it's going to make it a lot easier for you to consciously process, because now you're not being that the chakras aren't working. They're not vibing. They're not taking you out. And you can start really focusing in the right energy. So what you should be doing is, if she's saying that you can't do something, then you have to start looking at everything why you can do something, instead of thinking why I can't, why I'm going to fail, why it's not going to work. These are the questions you're asking yourself, and you have to flip the script and start moving in that direction. And what Deb was saying is stay away from this woman, of course, 100%. Because if you're processing this new thought and you're allowing her to continue to wound you in the way you've been wounded, you're never going to get out of that loop.
Yeah.
All right, so I got some.
Yeah.
So I start pulling the energy off, right, while Ruben's talking there. And the other one was like, literally, it looked like almost like a real heavy energy on your back.
Yeah.
The one that, and it is very toxic and it's unstable. The one where you were, here's another chance, right? So I take it off. Then I go for the thing here. It was literally corded right into her spine. So the karmic cord, and I'm going to tell you, the karmic cord into your spine, right, is basically you feeling obligated to conform yourself to appease her. Okay. And with it in your spine, that has to do with support. So I was like, what the hell is this? Right. So I pull the dark energy out of the slit thing. This thing is animated. Pretty much what it's saying to me is your grandmother likes control and she likes to be needed. So she wants you to go to her with your problems. It's almost like she creates the problems so she can look like the one that helps you with the problem.
Ultimately want to fix them.
No, because the black energy, the dark energy, very animated, literally said, I'm like, because it does look like to me some sort of ritual type energy. It does. Yeah. And I'm not even familiar with what kind of ritual type energy this is. However, I said, what are you doing to her? Because it yelled out your name. And I said, what are you doing to her? And it pretty much said, like, I'm sent either from like that side of the family or the grandmother because she likes control and she wants you to go to her for like support. But every time we go to her for support, it's always some kind of negative support. You get it?
Yeah. I know it. I've lived
so
this.
I'm going to get rid of it. I'm literally going to get rid of it. Now, typically people, just so you know, I would be the type to send it back to grandma, but I'm not going to send it back to grandma.
Let's speak it.
Crazy. Okay, so she truly like has this like such controlling, like I can't even say it's demonic. It's just negative. It's just truly from like a place of like just like pathetic thoughts. Like, and I think there's a part of her that like envies who I am because I was raised so freely. Like my dad has truly raised me at the best of his capacity, given the fact that he had horrible parents. And I think she's envious of the fact that like I had freedom throughout my life. And
you're a mirror that she can't stand. Yeah.
I one time asked her if she had ever been in love, and she said, what is that supposed to mean? And that was all I needed to know that like she has lived like one of the most like miserable lives of all time.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of karma going back to it. So even
Yeah,
with
it's
with her soul.
Yeah. I'm
Okay.
here to like repent for her fucking sins.
No, not anymore. We're good.
We're good.
We're good because I took it off, right? I'm
But
gonna
that was, like,
transmute
what
this
she brought-
energy.
She conjured me up. I know she did. She put my parents together. She made that shit happen. My mom should have never joined that family. They were so horrible to her.
The we're gonna transmute this, okay? Because this is all done. I do feel like it does put the kibosh on your success. I really do. I
She
really
was,
do.
100%.
This energy,
yeah,
whether
for
she
sure.
conjured it up
For
or
sure.
it's just all part of the whatever.
Yeah.
I know because I asked the energy. I said, "What are you doing there?" And she said, it pretty much said like the grandmother wants control,
Yeah.
and it wants control. Like it wants you. She wants you to need her,
Yeah.
but the needing her is always going to have some sort of negative.
It's never to need her to like for her to fix it. It's to need her so she could like add to the problem.
That's exactly. Now remember what this was in.
Yeah.
That was in that obligation energy.
Yeah.
Onto your spine.
Yeah.
So even, you started to see the repeated pattern with this person.
Yeah.
However, right, you probably got to a point at one point where you're like, I feel like I want to go to grandma and I want to say this to her, but I don't want to because I know she's just going to kibosh it anyway.
Yeah.
And then like a magnet, you will go say it to her.
Yeah.
And then you're like, yeah. And then that's the karmic cord.
Yeah.
And then you walk away and you're like,
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
Exactly. I knew not to do that.
Yeah.
So I'm going to just transmute this because, like I said, it would typically be something that I would send back to a sender.
Yeah, return to
just
sender.
so we complete the karma in this lifetime. However, I'm not going to do that for some reason. I'm just going to transmute it. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell it whatever you were sent to do, like you're gonna transmute and you're gonna do the exact opposite.
Yeah. It's like I don't have ill will towards her, which is funny because she's so detrimental to our health. Like she is obviously like truly like the soul in the family lineage. But I don't have ill will. I pray for her because I want her to reincarnate into a life where she is fulfilled. This was not her lifetime, and this lifetime was truly here for her to figure out how to control anything that she had no control over. She kept my dad alive for 95 years for no fucking reason. He should have died at 85. He was alive for 10 years for no reason.
The her husband, you mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pull him in here
all the time. He's probably here right now.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna pull her husband specifically in here.
Yeah.
So what I want to do is I'm gonna work on this, and I'm gonna work on him
right now.
Don't do this to me.
For her.
See, now your grandfather is staring at me like a deer in headlights.
Yeah, as he would.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, usually when they do that, I have to be honest with you. When you're saying that, I'm going to say between the ages of 85 and 95, it's almost like this guy's life force energy was just sucked out of him.
Yeah.
Like he had no life force, almost like a walking zombie or like, or a zombie.
85, we said bye to him. And then he was alive for 10 fucking years.
That's what I'm saying.
We said goodbye. And then she kept him alive.
I was just going to say, because the way he's coming in, I'm telling you, I've worked with people or whatever that were literally dying. Okay. Yeah. Like when I work with somebody in hospice, let's just say, right? All right. We know they're going to die. I know when the soul is going, and I'm going to explain this, right? It's almost like the soul is going, and then the physical body has to shut down.
Yeah.
And the physical body, what it looks like to me clairvoyantly, like it almost looks like it turns into this concrete type color energy.
Yeah.
This man is standing here, and that's how I know when I see the concrete type energy.
Yeah.
I know there's no life force energy whatsoever there.
Yeah.
And this man is standing here looking like the concrete type energy. And so I'm going to say for 10 years, he was not even the same person.
Turned him into stone.
It's like a blank
She
slate.
turned him into stone. He was in his own living hell for 10 years.
Yep. And so we're going to spark him back up.
Yes,
we're going to get rid of this.
He deserves it. He like truly, listen, he wasn't the best husband. They were a product of like arranged marriage in the 70s in India. But like what I will say is like he wasn't evil.
I'm gonna spark him back up because I'll be honest with you, I still think she thinks she owns him.
She does. She does.
Because the man, the spirit, is standing here with still no life force energy. So I'm literally gonna break, and you gotta remember, sweetheart, something. There's no time on the other side. So it doesn't matter if he died yesterday or he died 5 years ago. It doesn't matter. Because there's no time there.
Yeah.
And I do think she still thinks she kind of owns this guy. So I'm going to break him out of this whatever is going on here. Yeah, let me work on that. And then I just want to spark him up. I just want to kind of spark him up. So I don't know, Deb, you got something else there? Ruben or somebody?
Always.
Yeah,
So,
I think everything's good.
I want to throw cards down for you with a different intention.
Okay. I can't believe that. Turned into stone. Makes a lot of sense. It makes a lot of sense. What? Yeah.
Was your
You
grandfather
sound like one of those emotional vampires.
Yeah.
Was your grandfather like not? I'm gonna show you how. I'm gonna tell you how he's showing me what happened.
Yeah.
He's showing me his actual soul, his life force soul.
Yeah.
Seems to be like stuck in there. So after everybody said goodbye, and then she's holding on to him for 10 years. Literally, was this man like not responsive?
Yeah. He was in bed for 10 years.
Literally his soul. It's like she captured his soul inside the physical body and would not let it cross over.
That's what it felt like. It was so fucking dystopian. He would be like, and he would call for his mother all day. All he said was, "Oh, Ma." That's all he would say because he was seeing his mom. He was in the fucking room with his mother all day. He was dead. He was dead.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull his soul. I don't know, for some reason his soul, I never saw this because usually it's stuck kind of like in the back of the head or something, but his soul is actually stuck in his throat chakra.
He lost his fucking voice. He had no say.
Okay.
He had no say. He didn't speak for like 10 years. I shit you not. He was in bed. He would call. The only thing he would say was, "Oh, Ma." Like, he would call for his mother. He didn't remember who anyone was. He was dementia. He was bedridden. He was dead.
Yeah. He doesn't, I'll be honest with you. I usually only see this stuff when people are dying or like, I have never seen almost like a spirit come in and he's clearly shown. That's why I think she still has him captured. Or she's still.
Is he not fully crossed over yet?
He just might be
He's still
tethered
in
to
his throat chakra.
Because
He's still. How long ago did he die?
I was gonna say it was like 2022, so like 4 years ago. But it's so funny because he comes through as a flickering light, and the light will always flicker and then just fade out. Like he can't stay in the light. He doesn't know. I think he's stuck. I think he's
He's literally coming from. All right, so this woman that brought up Rosa,
yeah.
right? She comes in here in this beautiful gold light, like, hey, Rosa. Like, okay, yeah, cool, right? So I can tell she's just this spirit and she's beautifully crossed over. He came in here literally like a walking zombie. And I'm like, what's with this guy? Like, what is going on here?
He's so sad.
And
And he's pathetic like that because she has infiltrated him to that level.
And then he's like, look. So he's showing me his soul with the life force energy is actually stuck in this life form that has no life force energy. It's the best way. It's almost like she captured his soul for 10 years and she never released him.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to release him.
Release him.
Absolutely. I'm going to pull his soul out of the. I want to see what happens. Let's see what happens. I don't know. Let's see what happens.
Taylor, this is
But this is probably why he couldn't talk. And then I feel so bad for him because I've worked with people in comas or like, Alzheimer, whatever. Let's take somebody in a coma because he was like literally like a zombie.
Like in a coma.
Right? Okay. When I've worked with people in comas, right, their physical body, they're like, seem like they're not there. And their soul will usually be like stuffed in the back of their head somewhere.
Yeah.
And it's so sad because the soul is completely of its personality.
Yeah.
It will talk to me and it'll tell me. So this guy right here, it's the perfect example. He's got like the consciousness of who he is there, but he cannot get his voice or his character to come out of his mouth, but it's still in his brain. It's like, I know, it's so sad.
Who is he like?
So I just pulled him out, right? And I'm just gonna get him to kind of stand up, and I'm just gonna clean him up a little bit here, and we're gonna get rid of the whatever cadaver walking zombie looking thing. Right? And I'm going to get him to kind of come up. He immediately is bringing up February. So is that anybody's birthday or time passing?
February? No, but like the end of January, like the last day of January is like a big time. Like going into January, it was his birthday, my birthday, and then my uncle, who like is the problem, my younger uncle, he had a daughter. He literally created an IVF to please this man. My grandpa saw him in January, and then all of February he lived, and then March he died. So he spent all of 1 month with my new cousin, his new granddaughter, the only other granddaughter.
Oh, got you. So I'm just going to clean him up a little bit because he did have some sort of karmic cord like in the back of his head. So before he had died, he did have some sort of like Alzheimer's or something, or
he had like dementia, Alzheimer's, like one of them. Again,
and it's all going over towards the wife. It's all going over towards the wife.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna clean him up, and then he keeps bringing up some kind of A name, maybe an AL name.
AL. I mean, yeah, all his sons have A names.
Oh, A names?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Does any of them have AL or an L in it?
I mean, no. Honey, no. No L. Al, no AL.
But, so all his sons have A names.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he's so insistent with this L.
With the L? Nolan.
Is anybody...
His dad, Nolan, NOL.
Nolan?
Yeah.
Who's Nolan?
My brother.
Your brother.
But also his dad. So my brother's named after his father. My grandfather's.
Okay. Oh, so your brother's father's name is Nolan
My
too.
brother is named after my great grandfather.
Oh, your grandpa's grandfather. Okay,
Yeah.
got you. I do like that because he took it away. So whenever they take it away, it's good. He's just kind of like sparking up. It's the best way I can put it.
I mean, he's
So I'm just gonna keep cleaning him up a little bit here,
for 10
and
years.
then I don't know, Deborah, Ruben, you have anything you wanna?
I
At
want
least
you.
we freed him.
Freedom.
Good.
What'd
No,
you
at
say?
least we freed him.
Yeah, no, this was a good thing. I feel so happy for him.
Yeah, finally he's out of that. I don't know what that is just I ran into the weirdest shit.
Yeah, Dev, what
I
did
have
you
to ask you, what did your grandmother practice?
I think it was so like we're Hindu, but I think she was doing like a version of Hinduism of like channeling like she had a guru, but I also think she was just like channeling the Hanuman, like just like devil energy. Hanuman is like a monkey like descendant of the devil.
Oh, yeah. In the Hindu, you mean?
In the Hindu religion. She's Hindu. And we would do so before when I was born, like I started going to she was my like caretaker till I was 2 years old. And she would do like pujas and like rituals and like just like light fires and like incense and just channel like very very heavy energy. Like I remember I fainted one time as a child with her. I fell and I wouldn't stop bleeding and she like it just like it was always like very intense when I was around her. And I just like truly feel like she channels like Wiccan like energy.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, the ritual, when I looked at the ritual energy, I was like, I don't even know what the hell this is. I think it looked like a mixture of like some kind of witchcraft and
Yeah.
yeah, because usually like Santeria, I know what that looks like. Voodoo, I kind of know what I know what that looks
I
like.
know
This was like I think a mixture. So I think you're right. I think she did like different things.
It's ancient Hindu like witchcraft. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's channeling
All right,
like
I'm
a
gonna keep
destruction
cleaning
energy.
up Grandpa.
Yeah.
He's so fucked. I feel so bad for him. I really do. Like I get he like kind of like so to say like by like layman's terms was like abusive towards her like verbally, but she was truly so demonic that like I couldn't imagine being married to her.
He had a lot of karma with the female because he even had the karmic cord coming out of his third eye, even
Yeah.
towards the female. That tells me she kind of or
Tied-
females.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna just throw her under the bus. Females dictated a lot to him.
I was gonna say I think they were like constantly cheating on each other. Like I don't
Yeah,
think they like had. I think there was infidelity in their marriage constantly. We think
yeah.
my
I
uncle
think he.
was a child. Like
Yeah, because when the karmic cord was in the third eye like that, and it was going over towards the females, it's almost like he needed that type of attention, or he needed female attention, or felt very obligated because he couldn't see himself without it, like something like that.
no.
Just weird.
Weird. It's weird. It's very like dark, and I know that's like where I get my power from is because I come from dark energy. But like my mom's side of the family is so light and love, and they're like Puritans, like they're like vegan, they're Jain. And so I have that like duality of sorts where like I am able to recognize dark energy. I'm able to like be around
Good.
it, be like affected by it because they can't
Oh,
drain.
if you grew up with it, you will recognize it like that.
Oh, I was literally like I was not only did I grow up with it, I was left alone with it for hours on end for 2 years straight, you know, like she raised me for like my primitive years.
Mhm.
And it's funny because like anytime I think of her from when like those times happened, because I have such vivid memories of being left alone with her, I suffocate. Like I genuinely like my throat closes because
How old were you during that time?
like she suffocated.
How old were you?
I was 1.5 to like 3.5. Like, yeah.
Oh wow, yeah. Super foundational years in your first like 1 to 5, and
Yeah.
that becomes
it
a
was,
part
like,
of like integrity
from
who you
9
are.
to 5, 5 days a week.
Yeah.
And I remember getting left alone with her and feeling like scared for my life. Like feeling like the wind was like knocked out. Like it was traumatizing. I'm traumatized still thinking about it. Like
Right. We're gonna just move everything off. Everything we went through what we went through because we don't want to be because everything for you, sweetheart, is going to be like, if you're trying to run your own business here,
I know.
right? We don't want to be in a victim mentality because if we're in a victim
Yeah.
yeah, you see what I'm saying? But
No, I've tried to like these last couple of months, especially is going back to what like Deb said in the beginning, like that downfall, that like hard period, that hardship. Those last couple of months have like truly been me recognizing that like I'm the creator of my own world, right? So like, sure, yes, I've been given these circumstances of having a grandmother who she is, and like being given the circumstances of everything in my life. But from now on, like it is truly in my jurisdiction to make sure that these forces cannot penetrate my aura.
yeah, exactly. Well, we got the mama jamas off here.
Yeah.
You're yeah, now it's gonna be you, like Ruben had said. It's kind of like almost like paying so much attention to your reactive mind that because it's so habitual for you to kind of like think a certain way. And so it's almost like you have to become the observer of your thoughts at this point and go, oh wait, is that the energy I'm gonna feed right now?
Yeah.
Right? Am I going to go down that rabbit hole again? Because if I go down that rabbit hole again, nothing for nothing, then that's the energy that you're feeding.
Yeah.
Right?
Like really trying to like separate myself from it. It's funny because I was talking to someone recently about like how like I just like hate the energy that she's thrown my way. Like anytime I know, like for example, I got like a parking ticket the other day and I was like, oh, I know who that was. Like easy shot when it's like those low blows of like, I shouldn't have gotten the ticket. It literally happened a minute before I got to my car. Like those low blows, those like little like.
Well, you know what? Can we look at it? It happened the other day. Is that what happened? It happened the other day?
Yeah. But what I'm saying is like, I just know, and I'm trying not to like let
All
it
right. Well,
associate.
check this out. After today, right?
Yeah.
You're no longer aligning with that energy.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm going to say that was,
yeah.
if it happened the other day, I'm going to say that was the energy's last hoorah of saying, I control you.
Yeah.
Right? I control your life.
Yeah.
Right? And it's so weird because as I'm moving the energy, because it's gone now.
Yeah.
Right? It's all gone. Grandpa's cool. Right? Everybody, Rose is cool. Right? And
yeah.
This is interesting. When I keep moving it off, so then I took off all the in the actions, the non-actions, just kind of like all the unstable energy, and it was so weird. So I don't know how this is. I don't know if it's symbolism or what, but I started to see almost like it looked like a piece of wood that was like down on the ground, and then it came up, and it looked like a balance beam. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, because it's in your divine masculine energy of actions. Okay? Were you ever into gymnastics when you were younger?
Yeah, it was.
Okay, so interesting, right? Because a balance beam would be something. Okay, and that was kiboshed. So it's possible maybe when you were younger, maybe you really liked the gymnastics. Maybe you were cool with it, and somehow grandma kiboshed it, right? Because now the balance beam is coming back up. So I'm gonna take it I'm gonna actually take it two ways. I'm gonna say we're going back to that point of space and time, right? Whenever you were in gymnastics, you were doing these things. We're going back to that point of space and time to realign the timeline. And I also think the balance beam is kind of saying to you, like, it's time to bring everything into balance. So, like Ruben said, you're the one who has to pay attention to the thoughts and the emotions, and not like, let's say, you get. Wait, did they freeze? Oh
No, we're here.
Let's just say, I'm gonna knock on wood because we don't want this to happen, universe. Yeah. But let's just say next week you get another parking ticket, like same scenario.
Yeah.
You have to stop yourself and going, oh, my grandmother did that. You have to stop yourself from doing that, right? Because we don't want to reopen exactly what Ruben was talking about. So
Yeah,
when
we close that,
because bad things happen, everybody gets parking tickets, here and there, right? So we got to get out of the habit, like what Ruben was talking about, of pointing the finger right that way, and then maybe just go, hey, you know what, maybe that happened because it just happened.
Yeah.
And not giving her
that happens
power.
For a blessing too, though. That could have been happening for you, but because you're looking at it again, we're looking for that same color in the room versus the other one. So we're gonna say, oh, this bad things happened to me because of her. And so again, Patty's telling you there was stuff here that was affecting, but it doesn't mean everything bad happened. And so you need to start looking at, like, all right, why is this working for me? Why is life happening for me, right? And that's going to stop also her from being able to affect you and attach these things to you again, right?
Yeah.
Because in the spiritual, that's going to happen. We're using the tongue, right?
Yeah.
But it affects the mind, and it also affects the spirit, right? And so if you don't give it the power that she has when she's talking, you already deny it before it can attach itself to you.
Yeah.
I mean, actually, your grandmother's not going to watch this, right?
Never. No.
All right, cool beans.
This is going to be coming for you, Patty.
We go after your grandmother.
Yeah.
And I'm going to knock her down a notch because your grandfather just wants to, like, he showed me, he's like, almost like he wants to in spirit go, like, attack her. And I said, no, sir.
Shit. She's creating havoc for everyone.
Yeah, I said, no, sir. Like, we're not going to do that because you're not going to get captured by her again.
Yeah.
I'm like, so he kept showing me her. And I said, do you want me to take care of it a little bit? He's like, yes. So I'm just going to knock her down a notch. I don't know how old this woman is, but she actually has this, like, idea of living for a very long time.
Oh, it's so crazy you say that. So, like, she's like 85, 87 maybe, but we keep saying, like, she has this idea of living for a long time under the guise that she's dying, right? So, like, it's like, oh, this is happening. She's a hypochondriac. Oh my God, I'm dying. And my mom will always say, she's not dying, and she's actually going to live the longest of us all. She's here to torment us. She's here to
actually clean her up.
Clean her up because she's 85,
87, and I mean, to go back to what you say, you said, hey, grandma, were you ever in love? Was that, right? So we don't want her soul kind of like exiting the planet, not really knowing what these things are. So I'm actually going to pull off a lot of her energy just to actually, believe it or not, bring her some kind of peace.
I mean, listen, I don't want, like, she's my grandmother at the end of the day. Like, I don't have any ill will towards her, and I know not to, like, curse evil spirits, right? So, like, I'm not gonna curse her out. I'm not gonna, like, wish her any, like, negative energy. I hope the best for her, and I pray for her soul. I just don't want it near me anymore, and I don't want to associate, and I don't, like, I'm gonna get married at some point soon. I'm gonna, like, have all these big life events that are occurring in my life, and quite frankly, I just don't need that there because she wants nothing good for, like, anyone for me in my like immediate family, and the fact that her husband is trying to like spiritually like send a message to her right now just says it all.
Yeah, well, I told him just stay away from her.
Well,
Like, it's okay.
So
right, and I have to tell you, when I transmuted,
you met him.
he's beautiful in the light. When I transmuted the curse energy, and I said, now you're going to bring to her, you know, what you were keeping from her. And the energy that went over to you into your energy and manifestation was actually a 10 of cups energy. And I'm going to show you the card. Very happy card. It means like happy family, happy home, happiness, you know. And that's the energy that's in your aura now. But I am going to just knock her down a little bit there. I'm going to actually help her and clean her up a little bit. This is literally the frequency that's in your aura now.
That's so sweet.
In your divine masculine energy and manifestation in action.
Another reader had that exact card pull up for me in January because I was so low in January and I didn't know she was like the source of like the shit, right? And her and my uncle is another problem. Like, I don't know what. We obviously have our own theories in the family, but like whatever he has towards us is worse than whatever she thinks. And I don't know if any of his energy is coming up right now.
Well, your grandfather's saying, you know, I don't know if you said this before, but it's almost like his behavior was so enabled by her that he actually believes, I don't think it's actually true, but I think he actually believes that he's like this real powerful source or this powerful energy or something like that. It's all in the manipulation.
Well, really,
I'm not worried about the uncle at all.
My uncle's like even my grandfather's child, we think, at this point. Like, we think he's a bastard child because, again, there was infidelity in the relationship. And so whatever power he's trying to like hold over the family it's all a disillusion. And
It really is. It really truly is. Your grandfather keeps bringing up, I'm going to try and, I don't know, R-A, I think there's an F in there. Was anybody ever like Raphael? I don't know. Those are the letters he's showing me. Like R-A-F. Looks like there's an L and an A. Rafaela?
Cousins, like aunts.
No, I'm thinking. I don't.
You don't know?
No, not off the top of my head.
Well,
no.
at least this is recorded, right?
Yeah.
These are like the letters I thought he was talking about Raphael, like the archangel. I wasn't quite sure where he was going with it, but he kept showing it to me, and I'm like, all right, fine, I'll say it, but I don't know where you're going with that.
Yeah, where is he going with it? Where is he going with it?
I don't know. I think he's trying to bring somebody up.
I don't know. I can't think of any.
I'm just gonna give you. I'll just give you the letters, and you can try to figure it out. But like, it looks like R-A-F, and then maybe an L-A in there somewhere. Rafaela, I don't even know.
Not your like family friend.
Your grandmother's lover.
Are there people actually watching this?
Yo, there's 20 people I have on my one feed.
Literally, so you could see people talking or whatever.
Yeah, there are people in the chat here, and then there's people on
this. Whatever he's trying to say might actually be for somebody in the chats.
That's so funny. Does anyone have?
So maybe somebody named Ralph.
We have a Ruben.
Raphael. I don't know. Something like that.
There's a
It
Raphael.
could be a last name too.
But
So if anybody in the chats understands that, please claim it so he stops.
yeah, can you? Yeah,
Being annoying.
stop
Huh?
being annoying. And I understand you just got your life forced, but come on, bro.
I'll let him just enjoy.
I know. I feel so
He's
bad.
so peaceful. He's so happy.
I felt really bad for him. I always did. I always.
I'm so glad
tried to
all that
cross him
came
over.
up.
To tell him I tried to cross him over. I really felt bad for him. I would see him in the lights flicker.
Honey, it would be so hard because
I know.
literally it was like his poor soul was like stuck in this
No,
zombie.
I literally saw him like flickering in the lights, like stuck. Like just
now he won't be stuck. So now you can just talk to him.
stuck.
I love it.
He
All
was
right,
like,
Deb, did you have anything else there, or
We
because you
gotta-
said you were going to go a different
no,
route,
it's our
right?
next contestant over.
If Deb doesn't have anything.
Yeah, Deb, what else?
Hi.
Deb, give us our words of wisdom.
I was going a different route because I was asking about the oh my God, I just got so tongue tied. We're going to do it again.
Yes.
I was asking about the success of your business
Yes.
because I think that you really have to get out of your own way now.
Mm-hmm.
And now that Patricia's gone ahead and cleaned up all this energy and helped to separate you from your grandmother, it really is time for you to focus on, first of all, paying attention to what you've started. You haven't fully built it yet,
Yeah.
but you've started it. And you've got to go back to your original ideas in order to be able to open these new doors. So there is success here for you. It's not moving as quickly as you would like. But I think now that Patty's moved some of this energy off, you're going to see it start to pick up. That's where I was going.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, you're at this. So now
Yeah.
start to, start
Wait,
to
do
kind
you
of
have
like,
Was that Ace of Pentacles?
yeah.
Oh, I have that too. But mine doesn't look like yours.
You're definitely at a new cycle. Come on, you have two mediums not even sitting with each other.
I
We both
know.
pull Ace of Pentacles.
Yeah, I know. Listen, I
Oh my God. Wait, do you know how I pull cards like not like normal people? Do you know when I picked up the Ace of Pentacles, you know what's underneath it?
what?
10 of Cups.
Oh wow.
I got these
You
two
had that
cards
too.
laying out too.
For you.
10 of Cups.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Both of these guys, but I have the Nine of Wands too. Time to step forward. You're gonna leave the past behind. We're not gonna give that energy any more of our. We're gonna go into this Ten of Cups energy, right?
Yep.
Peace, happy family, happy home, happiness, peacefulness, right? And then start your Ace of Pentacles, your new cycle. What are you trying to bring into the physical world?
I love it. I mean, that's, yeah. I think that's like also really important too, because like obviously I started something and then like I definitely went in like all these different directions. But like Deb, you telling me to like stick to the original is all I
Go
need.
back to your original idea because your original idea feels like you were really not only onto something, but moving with something that you felt really connected to. And then I think some overthinking and madness over there overtook you a little bit. But it's time to go focus now. Let's get the focus back. Use that Sagittarius fire to really propel you forward. No more going backwards.
And I got a Leo in my corner, so I really
See?
forward.
Fire and fire. I like it.
Nice.
Awesome.
Hi,
Do you have any
guys.
thoughts? Any
No.
questions?
I'm so like you guys were so spot on. I think you've tackled this is like the first time I've entered a session with any capacity of mediumship, channeling, whatever, where like I personally have like a pretty good grasp on what's going on with me spiritually as well. But it's nice to get the affirmations and also like the deeper knowledge that you're able to activate, I guess. And you know, like it is sad, like getting that affirmation that my grandfather was turned to stone, basically. You know, like that
Literally,
was his,
that's what it looked like to me.
no, like, and I believe
I'm
that.
like, this man should have been dead, and his life force energy was gone, and his soul was never released.
Never. And you know, it's so funny because I always felt that like when he died at his funeral, like I remember when my other grandfather died, and I watched him die, and it was like a full on crossing over. He went to whatever other realm he was supposed to go to. But when this grandfather died, I remember being like, this feels incomplete. Like something, he was supposed to die 10 years ago, and he was here for 10 years, and now it's just like, what? Like, okay, his body's not here, but the way she talked about him is how I know that he's holding on to it. And
Not anymore.
Not
All
anymore.
that's been taken away. He's actually standing right now. He left me, and he's actually standing on the left-hand side of your body right now. Literally, literally, he's thanking you
Right.
because of the whole progression of how everything came up. I think the way the whole reading went was really cool, and I really love the whole how it just it's like a cliffhanger for all of us. Like, what the hell is this?
We didn't know it's a crossover of spirit, but here we are doing the Lord's work, crossing spirits over, because he was a trapped soul. He really was. And honestly,
you definitely Jazz, I'm gonna tell you what, I run into some crazy crap, and I'm gonna give you the trophy for the day. I did do readings earlier, but I think you actually get the trophy for the pulling out the crazy today.
We haven't gone to our part 2 yet. We'll wrap it up with part 1 and then part. But
I appreciate it so much, guys. I really do. Thank you.
Man, love and peace to you. Taylor will give you our information, or unless it's up here somewhere or whatever.
Thank you.
And reach out anytime. It was great meeting you, honey.
Yes. All right, let me go get the other person. Give me 2 minutes. Bathroom break. Go get water. Everyone, go fill up on your coffees. Yeah. We got 40 people.
That's what I need, some coffee.
Watching. So.
Be back.
I'm gonna go pee.
Okay.
Oh, are we still live? And I said
we are still live. You're a human. You're allowed to pee. That's the thing that happens.
What, everybody?
I'm
gonna we'll be right back, people.
Okay, bye. That's why.
Yep.
All right. I can't believe how many people we got, Ruben, actually watching this.
That's great.
And
You know what though? There's just something unique about having Patty here, and then when she starts going, we really get to see a different side of let's say the universe that we're not used to seeing.
yeah, I think that's what
That was crazy, man.
It's the other view.
literally we're the digital view. No.
That's why I love my job. I'll be honest with you. I would say how the grandfather came in. I think I've only seen this like twice. And I've been doing this 27 years. It's a very odd thing to kind of see. Like I'm like, why is this guy coming in like this? He's like, look.
Wow.
I was like, oh my God, his soul is in his throat chakra.
Crazy.
Poor guy.
Frankie's actually gonna come here. My Matt, who's gonna get read, he's got to go home to his dog, so he took a little long with Jazz, but yeah, he'll come for the next month's Frequency Friday. We will be on the third Friday of every month. We'll actually start the lives at 7:30 p.m. and we'll read for an hour or two. And anyone that, if you want to get read, we will do live call-ins. We have a link that we'll distribute on our social medias for next month. So we'll do that. And yeah, here comes Frank. Here, if you want to sit here.
Yeah, it'll always be the third Friday night of the month.
Yeah. Today's the 17th of July. You've met
Hey,
Pat,
Frank.
Dev,
Hello.
right? And not Ruben.
Correct.
Hello.
So we can go
Wait,
through
did you ever meet Frank, Dev?
No.
I don't know.
No, never.
Okay, so no.
Nice to
All
meet
right, cool beans. I think
Nice to meet you.
hasn't Frank kind of like come in and out.
Yes. He's
Like,
I don't think
Frank, did we ever make eye contact with each other?
I have been there. I have been there for one full session. Yes.
fun.
I got you.
This is my husband, everyone, by the way.
Yeah.
This
Well,
random
just so you know, all right, people, everyone watching, I did meet Frank at another time. He just said he did sit in. We usually do like a group party. He did sit in, but I honestly do not remember any of the readings. So I'm not gonna, I do not remember what we talked about or anything like that. So that's cool beans, right? All right, let's all tap into Frank. Let's see what's going on with Frank.
Frank, when is your birthday, hon? Just the month and day.
September 6th.
Thank you.
And for everyone that's hearing sound effects, that's Dev.
Yeah, that's both of us.
You flipping your cards. Dev, can you show them what you're doing?
Next time I'll have my camera,
Cool.
but yeah, that's me. I can't, if I did it like this, they would go all over. So we're not going to play 78 pickup right now because that'll be messy. Sorry, that's me.
No, don't be sorry. Sick. Just telling everyone that if they're listening in, it's not some weird bird or insect.
We love our cards. Where that's gonna go. Okay.
Cards have
Grandfather
spoken.
from father's side of the family. He's in spirit?
Yes.
Okay, so he's here. Have I talked to this guy before?
No, he's with Patty. He's not here. He's not here.
Frank, you're so cute.
Is he in spirit? Yes. He's here. No.
Sorry. Misunderstood.
Don't be Taylor. Stop. It's cool, Frank. When we did the party, did this man come in?
No, he did not.
All right. He just crossed over.
now, or no? He passed away before I was born.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Let's get to know this guy. All right, I'm gonna have him because he came in, and I did perceive him a little bit of crossing before his time. But I always say the older I get, the older old is. So I'm like 55 right now, so like 130 is old. So
How old
so
is he?
He
Um,
was young.
60?
He was early 50s. Yeah.
From Park.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm 55. So he
Yeah.
crossed before his time, right? So it is my first impression of him. I'm gonna have him just come sit down with me for a second, and I'm gonna kind of eyeball your energy. Um, but he had come in, and I said, "Who are you?" And he said, "Grandfather." And then I said, "Which grandfather?" And then what they do is they'll light up a certain side of your body, and he lit up the left side of your body. So that's how right off the bat I know this is father's father, right? Right side of your body for me, not for everybody. For me would be your mother's side of the family. Left side would be your father's side of the family. All right, I'm gonna just have him come in. I'm gonna kind of feel out what's going on here. Dev, you wanna?
Hi. This is where, did you recently go through a loss or disappointment in the past 6 or 8 months?
I mean, we had a really tough ending to our lacrosse season. Um, I take a lot of pride in coaching and
Mm-hmm.
trying to produce positive outcomes for my team. And last year, towards the latter half of the season, there were a lot of struggles, that myself and our team had to go through with injuries and losing some games that we just shouldn't have lost.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, I take a lot of,
You take that hard.
I take it very
You
hard.
take, because it's hitting you right in the heart.
Yeah.
Try to let that go for the next season, because there's a lot of,
I got 5 of cups.
no, actually, that
Well,
was
I
the
got 5 of cups for him. I couldn't believe that
Oh,
fell out of your mouth. I was like,
that was the energy as soon as he sat down and I said hi, was like, bro, there's something a
"Oh, that's
little
where you're
heavy here.
intuitive."
Yeah,
Gotcha.
there's something a little heavy here. And then I kind of zoned out for a minute, because honestly, the first card I pulled out was Four Wands. And I'm like, but why do I know Four of Wands is like a really happy card.
Yeah, it's
So
like the
why
opposite.
am I feeling this weight? And I feel like that Four of Wands energy, Ace of Wands is underneath it. Is coaching your full-time job or just part of what you do?
Part of what I do. I work in a school. I was a phys ed teacher for 4 years. This is going to be my first year moving into the guidance department. I'm going to be a guidance counselor starting this
Oh, I
fall.
love that for you.
So, working in a school district and in a school, especially the school that I coach at, it allows me to, coach to my best ability and always be there for the guys.
I love that, because your heart and soul is right in this, and your hermit is upside down. This is the perfect time for you to shine, especially when it comes to work. So I think that you're going to enjoy this transition very much. And there's a lot of support here for you. The other thing I keep seeing, and I got to go out of the cards for a minute. Do you have, or did you ever have a black dog?
No, I had a golden retriever, and I have a dog right now who's tan, but he's got a black snout, kind of. Yeah.
Was his whole face black or just his nose?
Oh, just the nose.
Just the snout.
I had
I don't think you had the black dog.
He did pass away. Ming, he was a chow chow, a black chow chow.
I think that's your dog that's
Oh.
coming through. So shout out from your dog.
Oh, Ming,
But
Ming.
did you know that dog, Frank? Did you
I
meet that
didn't.
dog?
No.
You
I
didn't.
never, I
Okay.
never met that dog. No.
Because the dog stepped forward when you sat down,
Huh.
but the two of you are connected.
Yeah, exactly. You got to kind of, right, they're married.
Yeah.
So,
I am
you
a
know, you
very-
get a couple sitting across from you, you're going to be like, this is going to bounce.
I am a very big animal and dog lover. I've always talked about, and Taylor can attest to this, I've always talked about opening my own rescue or
Oh, I love that.
dog farm at one point in my life. That's like a life goal of mine. So, you know, I do attract animals all the time, and people always say I'm like the dog whisperer because, you know, every dog, no matter their temperament towards people, have always, you know, I can always get to pet and, you know, like me.
Aw, can I get a little personal for a minute?
Sure.
Anybody care? You guys been talking about having kids?
Yeah.
We have, yeah, we've talked about it.
Okay, because from the beginning when we sat down, there was this heavy, not heavy, it's a good energy, but it's a very strong energy of children. So I think we're going to see this become a more consistent conversation. When I do a reading, I generally look at the time frame of a year, and it's the reading year. So I'm going July to July. I think we're going to put some plans in place. There's a lot of expansion around family. I am going to say in a weird way that could also include pets. Adopting an animal when you least expect it. I'm just going to throw that out there right now, but also plans for children.
That's good.
Okay.
Did somebody offer you a dog, Taylor?
No, I could just see that being a thing because if someone offered Frankie a dog, we would have that dog and then all the siblings along with it.
Okay.
Like, I love animals, but I could do a lot of things with my time than, you know, walk the dog. I love the dog. I love them, you know, but like there's a lot of things that I could think of that I would do, you know? So it's interesting in our relationship in that part. Like Frankie will get hit by a car and run across the street to go say hi to a dog. And I'm like, oh, look, a dog, you know, like.
I love that.
I want to tag a little bit because I don't want to lose the whole lacrosse thing because I think that is part of the energy that I'm seeing here, and I think it's part of the cards that I kind of came, you know, flipped out. Because I had seen over here on the side of you in this energy of creation, I saw this darker energy, and I think it's coming in as right, the dark energy comes in as anger, depression, anxiety. It's got a little life force energy. So I was like staring at it a little bit, and then I'm looking at the cards, and you heard me say like, I'm wondering where this is coming out. And then as soon as Dev, you know, brought it up or whatever, and then you said the whole lacrosse thing, I said, all right, this is where this makes sense because you're coming in on your challenge card as 5 of Cups coming in reversed. Okay. 5 of Cups this way. This guy is staring at his spilt cups. He's got 2 full cups behind him, but he doesn't see it because he's focused on what he lost. It's like, bro, you are never going to put that liquid back in the cups. So pick your head up, turn around, and you'll see that you have 2 full cups behind you, but you are not looking at it. So that's why it's coming in as your challenge card in reverse. Because it's almost saying to you, Frank, honey, we know there were some things, right? But let's not look at what we lost anymore. Let's look at what we do have. Because then yet again, the energy around you is the 9 of Pentacles coming in reversed. Both of these, this card is saying, I don't feel like we accomplished much. Right? We didn't make the accomplishment that we wanted to make. I completely understand where this is your energy right now because of this darker energy right here. It just keeps getting in your head. That's why this is your challenge. So I would say for your challenge is kind of saying, all right, let's just accept that was our season, right? And let's just focus on our next season now.
Yeah.
Right? So I want to pull some of that energy off of you. Right. To give you like, you know, a little bit of a break of that.
I would love that.
Because it's all just getting in your head. And then what happens is then when this goes for anybody that's watching, when you're putting thought energy or emotional energy into something, you're literally feeding it.
Feeding it.
Right?
Yeah.
Because your thought is energy, your emotions energy. And when you down some rabbit hole, right? And you keep with the thoughts and the emotions of it. You literally are like, it's like num 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 num. You're just giving me more power to mess with you. It's like, here's the rule. This is what I try to teach people. When you get up at like 3 o'clock in the morning to go pee, right? Whatever pops into your head at that time has control over you. If you are you're right, you're just waking up, you go to the bathroom, right? You're 3 steps away from your bed, and you start going, I can't believe the season we had with lacrosse. You see what I'm saying? That's when you know energy has control over you. Because your only thought should be getting from the bed to the bathroom and the bathroom back to the bed. If you should be thinking anything, you should be like, I don't want to wake up too much. I don't want to wake up too much. I don't want to wake up too much, right? I just want to go back to bed. That energy that was there was very thick. And because it was thick, that just tells me literally being at the point of possibly not being able to get away from the thought. Your grandfather, ooh, you know what grandpa just said? Your grandfather just said, Frank, look, the lacrosse's season is not a reflection of your coaching. It's not a reflection of who you are.
There you go.
He's making me feel like you've had many successful seasons.
You know, what's really funny about him coming through and us having this conversation is that this is the first year that I hired my father to be a part of the staff.
Oh, cool.
So my dad's always been like a big supporter. He's always come to the games, but this was the first year that I got him to, you know, fully commit to coming to practices and helping coach the team in his way. So that's actually crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, and then so now you have grandfather on the other side. Another two things. I know your name is Frank, I get that. But he's talking about 2 Franks. So is there another Frank?
My mom's father is a Frank.
Okay. And he's on the other side, or he's still here?
Yes, he's on the other side.
Okay, so we're going to let the other Frank come in. And then he keeps bringing up somebody with a G name, maybe with an R in it. Is anybody like George or Greg or Gary or Grace or...
Isn't that
Gaetana is my grandmother's name. I was just with her today.
Oh, Gaetana. And Gaetana is your father's mother?
My mother's mother.
Your mother's mother. Okay.
Frank's wife.
That's here.
Frank's wife. Okay, yeah. Got you. All right. And you were just with her today.
Yeah.
Shout out to Gaetana. All right. And then now I'm going to go back to whatever I'm doing over here, right? I'm going to pull the Frank in, and I have your other grandfather sitting here, and we're going to... Oh, and the other thing he keeps bringing up too is February. Anybody's birthday, time passing, anniversary?
My older brother's birthday is in February.
Your younger brother?
Older brother.
How is he doing?
He's doing great. He lives in Queens. We were just in Chicago all together, all 3 of us, the 4 of us. Taylor came. We went to visit my younger brother who moved out to Chicago.
Okay.
But
so your grandfather from father's side of the family, he seems to be bringing up, he's talking about some kind of connection. Does your older brother have this grandfather's name somewhere in?
John is my grandfather's name. So
John is your grandfather's name, and John is your brother's name.
Yes.
The grandfather from the father's side of the family.
Yes.
Because he had brought him up, right? He brought up February. He said, yeah, that's my older brother. And then he kept saying, there's a common thing between me and the February baby. There's a common thing.
Yeah.
You know, and he made me feel like it was his name. I love that. So he's like, what I love about it is kind of like him showing, like, I see all the things that are going on. Right? So shout out to the Johns of the world too, right? All right, Deb, now I'm done. Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. Don't be sorry. You are starting a new cycle. So this is a good time to redirect your energy into the things that you really want. And this isn't just about work. This is also about whatever personal goals you have. It's really time to put the focus there. And it's a good time to harness the momentum of new opportunities coming in. Let the past be the past. Don't get too caught up on, now they're talking about your mom. How's your mom? Mom is here in the physical world.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm texting her right now. That's crazy. Not even kidding.
We got
So
her people in the room.
She
Right.
texted the chat.
This is what happens. So mom is good. Mom is clearly awake right now at 9:26 p.m.
She's in California right now with my father.
Ah, okay.
So it's it's 6:26.
Six,
Yeah,
right?
right there.
All right. Wait, mom's in California with who? Her family or?
With my father. They're at a wedding for one of their friends.
Okay, got it.
It's-
Got it.
They're actually at a wedding right now. They're in the chat. My mom just said that she's at a wedding watching the live.
Hey, Mom.
Oh, hi. We
Frank,
hope you have fun.
Frank says hi.
And Diego. We got a Diego. Cool.
Oh, I see it. Okay. Sorry, I just hit the chat button on my computer. I have a very short attention span. Don't let me push buttons. It's not good. It's very bad. It's very bad. But Ace of Swords is helping you, but now I'm going to go back into the cards, bring into being the things that you've been thinking about. And I do have to say, a lot of this has to do with expansion, either literally of your family or expansion on the home that you live in. This is the time to really exercise those ideas and put some action behind it. Don't overthink. It's not the time for overthinking.
I'd like to touch real quick on what your grandfather said, right? I was going to say something. He just came in and stole my thunder, but let's expostulate on that a little bit more. So let go of the past, and you're talking about the season and it's weighing with you, right? One of the things I love from Stoicism, and it says from Seneca, it's not what we bear, but how we bear it, right? And so, in what your grandfather's saying is exactly right. You have to let go of the past because you're going to carry that energy around, and it goes back to kind of what we were talking with Jasmine again. The reticular activating system. You're looking at all the things that were wrong, and that's not what really matters right now. You have to look at what was right and where can you improve, right? And so this is, and especially if you have a lot of win, you have a lot of success. Your brain is used to this. You're acclimated to this. That's the energy you've had, and so now maybe you have this loss, but it's actually going to help you grow. Just like when you go to the gym, you're tearing your muscles apart, and what do? They grow back stronger. And so I feel that this loss for you, it's about perspective and how you want to see it. If you see yourself as harmed, then you're harmed. If you see yourself as beneficial, then you benefit, right? And so I see this as that. This is an opportunity for you to say, hey, I've been winning. Maybe you fell off a little bit. Maybe you lost sight of something, right? And so don't hold on to what happened. Don't hold on to that. Look forward to like, what can I learn from this? How can I grow from this? And how can I improve? So that's what I feel Grandpa's trying to say. I'm just gonna postulate a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna tag on that because they're listening to what Ruben's saying, and they started showing me something in your aura, and they were showing, he was showing me how like as the season was going along, and then this one got injured, and we lost that game, we did this thing. He's showing me collectively as like a team or the coaches, whatever, how you all started to project almost like the lost energy out there. So if one of your like main players had like an injury, and we're all like, oh shit, now we're gonna lose. Because he's talking about some kind of collective energy between like the coaches and maybe the players, where it's almost like you all were, I'm just gonna say, expecting to lose. Because we were, as the season was going on, because we're projecting that energy out there. He's also showing me too. This is interesting. He's showing me like in the back part of the left side of your body, in your aura, something you put on the back burner. I don't know how old the kids are that you're coaching. However, this looks like younger children. So did you ever want to throw together? Yeah, it sounds like the ones that you're coaching right now. It's like it's kind of like yeah, we're a team, and whether they're high school or whatever, college, whatever's going on there, right? They just sound a little bit older. This over here on the back burner, they seem to be really little kids. So did you ever like have the thought of, you know what, maybe I'll throw together like a workshop to get kids kind of like, I don't think it has to be a whole season. I think it's almost like a let me plant a seed in the younger generation and let's throw together a 3-day camp of lacrosse for 8-year-olds. You know what I mean?
That's
Like
right.
something like that. So how, but it looks like you already had the idea.
I actually have my camp. I have my youth camp coming up. Not next week, the week after that. I have 2
Oh,
weeks.
okay. So you already do it.
Yeah, so I do summer camp every year, and it's from grades like 2nd through 8th grade.
Exactly.
So
I'm like, what?
right now I have like 90 kids signed up to come to camp. The last week in July and first week in August.
Beautiful. Because and how old are the kids that, are your regular team that you coach?
High school, so
Okay.
15 through 18.
So it makes sense because he's like, oh, tell them to stop. Don't project the energy out there. I just think you took like hit after hit after hit. And then it's almost, even though you were like, had your coach face on, right? You're like, who, we're going to win, right? Or whatever, whatever the chants are, right? In the lacrosse locker room, right? Right? But I think the energy that was really coming off kind of said, well, we don't have this player, or whatever was going on there, right? But he showed me just the left side of your aura and all these little ones learning. It's like planting the seed in them.
Yeah. And I do
Not
have.
only that, I
You
think
know
that's
what's
going to be the
weird?
birth for him.
Wait, I gotta throw this out there. You know what's weird? All right, I dig that that's in your aura, and I dig that you're doing this summer camp in like a week or so, and it's something you've been doing. But it almost feels to me like it's some other kind of idea, even though you validated that. Like, I don't know,
like Taylor said, because that's something that I got my yoga certification to teach in October of last year, and then I took a break from teaching during the lacrosse season because it was too much. I couldn't focus putting time into putting a class together, while also watching film and getting the team ready for games. So I kind of put that to the back burner, and I haven't really gotten back to it since the season ended. But recently I have been thinking about it more and more about getting back into that. And that's
so that was yoga, you're saying.
and that's something that I've done for younger kids, for high school athletes.
Oh, nice.
There you go. It's the thing you put on the back burner because we didn't, honestly, we didn't put the summer camp thing on the back burner. We didn't do that. It should be like the way I would see it in your aura, that would be right here. Like in your actions, maybe pushed off a little bit, right? But it would be right here. This is pushed to the back, like in the back burner. I had this amazing idea, right? And I know it has to do with teaching, but it has to do with these little kids or these kids. So if you had this idea, like, hey, I'm going to implement the yoga, right, with the lacrosse.
Into lacrosse training sessions, yeah. So it would be like an hour of lacrosse training, and then at the end it would be 15 minutes of yoga / meditation.
Love. That's what it is. That's exactly. You just hit it. But I'm going to plant a little seed in you because I actually think this is something. Even though we're kind of doing it on this summer camp thing, I actually think this is something you could create into an ongoing thing, or even if it's like a quarterly thing, like, hey, we rent this space over at the YMCA, the summer camp, whatever. We rent this space over here in the winter and we do this combination thing. I think it's bigger than the summer camp thing. That's the way I'm going to put it.
Okay.
And that might have been what Dev was talking, because your grandfather started pointing at Dev. Remember when Dev said there's an expansion energy going on? I think it's deeper than, these things, of course, right? Your house, or, your family, or something like that. But I think because your grandfather pointed at Deb and he said, remember, like, almost like she said expansion. Like, oh yeah, she did. And then he hit me and I was like, it has something to do with this idea of the younger kids. It just feels like it happens more than just a week of summer camp or a few days of summer camp.
Yeah, it's like a recurring
We're
thing.
going to rekindle that passion as well. Definitely.
Huh?
No, I from hearing it, like from what you're talking about, hearing what you were saying with the grandfather and stuff like that. Also, you're dealing with this energy in winning and losing at the competitive level in high school, right? And so you're invested in winning and losing. Yet when you go to the camp, it's not about winning and losing now. It's about developing and building and creating. And now you're talking about bringing in yoga, something else that you clearly enjoy. You want to share this passion with these kids. And I think when you do that, you're going to create something different that doesn't exist. And in that place, it's going to bring something different that these kids don't know. You're going to give them another experience. It's going to be your passion, your joy. And that might bring you a success that's greater than winning or losing.
Oh, Ruben. Bro, I would so fist bump you right now.
Oh.
Yes, that's exactly what I was trying to say.
Long story short.
It's still sitting there. I'm telling you, it's something. It's a grand idea. And like Ruben said, I don't think you put all the puzzle pieces together yet. But I think once you implement yoga and you do all the things, I think you're going to have your puzzle piece. You're going to have your bigger picture kind of moment. Because it just feels like it's not just a summer camp thing with youth. It feels like
100%.
It happens, like I said, maybe quarterly. I don't know, like something like that.
Interesting.
The meditation is what I feel is huge that you're going to bring into that yoga. It's slowing down. We're in a place that we're so quick and so fast, and this is why we lose so many things. We're to just slow down, right? And this is whether win or lose or whatever. Again, we're developing, we're growing, going back, reflecting. We don't reflect enough, and something like yoga that's where you're in. You're in this deep, quiet state in meditation. You're sending your body in ways that are not, so to speak, natural. Right, so you're physically helping yourself, but I think the mental, it's going to help you, and it's going to help these kids, and it's just a win across the board. That's all I feel. That's like just the feeling that I get.
Very cool. Deb, you have anything else? Look, I just take over the whole host this thing. Deb, do you have any other input?
Hi. Let's see. Don't worry about other people's support. When you have these ideas, this is a perfect opportunity for you to take your power back and just execute the idea. Everybody else will fall in line. So don't overthink, will it be quote unquote accepted by the powers that be, by the kids, by whatever might be getting in your way? Because the energy that I'm looking at here says, don't worry about that. You have the vision, move forward with it. If you execute it, everybody will fall in line.
Okay. Just going to say, focus on the process, not the outcome.
Yeah.
I got one more thing, because I've been fighting Frank with it. I'm like, because Frank, okay, so here's the thing, right? Taylor, I know your family.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I know your father's name is Kevin. I know your brother's name is Kevin. But Frank keeps talking. I'm like, what? I think he's talking about someone named Kenny.
Kenny.
Yeah. So it looked like Kevin. It looked like Kenny. So
My
Frank,
father is Kenny.
you're what?
My dad's father is Kenny, but we're not.
Oh, on the other side, right?
He's here, but he's like we've never talked to him. He's not like a present grandfather. He lives
Oh.
it's actually by Nona, who is Frank's wife, in the same development. And we found this out, but like we've never crossed paths. Like he had my father when he was younger, and he basically didn't want anything to do with him. So my dad grew up.
Oh, I think I remember all this.
And he's Kenny.
Yeah, I didn't remember his name was Kenny, but Frank. All right, so that makes sense because Gaetana is
Frank's wife.
Frank's wife, and she's in some kind because he keeps saying something about seeing Kenny or Kenny's near or something like that. Something about Kenny.
Hmm.
And I was like, but it makes sense because Kenny, you guys figured out that Kenny actually lives in the same development as his wife.
He's literally
Frank is
near.
making some kind of like enlightened joke about this.
He's literally near. I think like we could pass him on the street and he probably would never. I mean, I don't think he would never know. Like he doesn't know anything about my dad's, as far as I know.
I'm thinking it's whenever you found this all out, and then Frank, it's just Frank's way of saying, hey, I see when all that went down. You know, I see you all discovered Kenny, you know, in the complex.
Yeah, I
you
mean,
know, or whatever.
She could have lived, you know, and he could have moved anywhere in America, anywhere.
It's very weird.
And it's
because he kept writing like the Ken, and then I'm saying to him, I'm like, I'm not gonna say that because I know Taylor's father's name is Kevin, and I know her brother's name is Kevin, so I'm not saying that. And then he's like, say it, right? And then he's kind of like, I'm not saying Kevin, I'm saying Kenny.
Yeah, like don't.
And I'm like, all right, fine, like I'll say it.
Yeah, and her last name is Kenerson, like Frankie said. So
yeah, but no, I think he's bringing up the whole thing of the Kenny person living in the same complex of his wife.
Totally.
I do.
And we were all, it's funny, the whole family, like all my dad and all of our siblings, we were just at the SBs on Wednesday. My uncle like does all the audience seating for the SB, so we all were there, like all together, ironically.
Oh, nice. I don't even know. Did you say SB?
SBs. It's the Entertainment Sports something awards. It's like a.
Oh, got you. Oh, ES. I got it.
SBYS. SB.
I'm like, I don't even know what that is, Taylor.
What quantum definition are you saying now?
Is that an atom that splits or something? Goes around the protons and the neutrons?
Yeah. Circles the nucleus or something like that.
Hey. Amen. Frank, did you have any other questions, honey?
No other questions. Thank you.
I think we just needed to move that energy off. I think you just needed to change your perception. And I understand, you know, it was, you know, hurtful, the season or whatever. But I also felt like a weird energy behind it where it's almost like it just builds new again next season.
Yeah, and that's kind of where most of the stress comes from. It's less about the losses from last year and more about the, I don't want to say expectations for this season coming up, but you know, so when I took over the program, I had, you know, at one point we were in the county championship my first year, and we had, I think, 8 of the 10 kids on the field were sophomores. So we had a really young team playing at the time. So now last year as juniors, a majority of our team, you know, we took a couple hard losses. So now this year, my better players are going into their senior year and, you know, really not having much depth behind that. It's kind of just a little bit of pressure, and I have high expectations for them, but it's like you guys said, it's about the process, not the outcome. That's what I got to focus on.
Yeah, and it's when you when you had said, the first season that I coached and we, went into the championship or wherever you went into, and then I heard Frank say, see, that's the bar he set for himself.
Absolutely.
In your first year of coaching. So anything that's coming after that or under that bar, throws you into a little bit of a tiz.
Yeah.
Totally.
Right? I mean, I never coached anything, but you're going to have your good seasons and your not so good seasons. But that's what he's saying. It's almost like because it was your first season and you hit that such a high level. It's almost like he's saying like your adrenaline was just like, so like, yeah, right? So testosterone, right? And that is not a word, friends. That is not a word. I made that up, right? Right. And you hit that level. And then that's what I think the adrenaline and the high and the rush, anything below that is, and you just got to keep reminding yourself that.
Yeah.
Right? You just got to keep, okay, that was my first season. And then this is what happened this season.
Yeah. I hear you.
I think he's talking about someone named Tony.
Oh, I have a Tony on Anthony. He was my high school softball coach. He passed away.
Oh, okay. So the Franks and the Johns, they're like, hey, Tony's here, Anthony's here, whatever. It's funny because it's right when we're talking about coaching.
Yeah, he had a huge impact. He actually, you said pressure. He doesn't believe in pressure. He used to tell us pressure's in a tire. Pressure is when you don't prepare for something. He's like, you think Michael Jordan feels pressure hitting a game-winning shot? Like, no, he practiced that every day.
He
If
wanted
I
the ball. Yeah.
go hit the game-winning shot and you've never practiced it, that's pressure. When you've never prepared for something, like that is when you experience pressure. But when you're prepared, there's no such thing as pressure. It's just go perform.
Interesting. So I think that's a message for you from Anthony through Taylor. Taylor's channeling Anthony right now.
And what's funny is at the ESPYs, not yesterday, 2 days ago, was it yesterday? Wednesday. In my section, I had the entire Texas softball team, and I was talking to the Texas softball coach for a while. So it's funny that, her softball coach comes through now.
It's literally as we're talking about the coaching, I'm trying to give you some kind of advice or guidance with coaching. You've never been a coach, right? And maybe Anthony saw my struggle. Anthony was like, because Frank's like Tony's here, like Anthony. All right, I'll say it. Thank God, Anthony. Thank you. You were my savior on that, because it went through whatever Taylor was just talking about. I think you need to remember all that. And I think that that's what he would want to, say to you. Like that would be his advice or guidance,
Pressure's in a tire. I like it.
Pressure's in a tire.
It's interesting.
Yeah.
All right, cool beans.
Well, thank you.
Anybody have any other input? Anything else?
There are some people in the chat there saying thank you so much. Thank you for sharing the link. Very interesting. So again, everyone will be doing this the third Friday of every month. We'll start the live stream around 7:30, and we'll do live call-in. So as long as you could put yourself on video, you can have the opportunity to get read live, know it's live, and that there are people watching. I think I'm looking at the one stream right now. We have 50 people tuned in. So
yeah, cool. So it'll be next month. Wait, I have my calendar.
Yeah, next month.
Me and Deb always have the books around.
The 21st. Yeah.
21st.
Yeah. So next month it'll be August 21st. What time are we going on live? 7:30.
Yeah, and then in the meantime, if anyone has any questions for Patricia, Dev, Ruben, you could DM me, or if anyone wants to see them, get read by them, they do virtual and in-person readings. So I will pass their information along. I'll also put it on our socials, and yeah, just stay tuned, stay up to date, and any questions that anyone has from now until our next live in a month, feel free to DM us or private message us, and then we'll pull up the questions when we tune in together, and we'll answer them live for you. Anyone that's you're a skeptic or you have any questions for them that you just want to get answered from the other side or anything, feel free to ask us that, and we'll get them answered for you. But yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you in a month.
Oh man, thanks everyone.
All right.
Frank, it was good to see you, honey. Lisa, I mean not Lisa. Look, I'm calling you Lisa.
She actually just
Taylor.
chatted. She said, amazing work, all always so enlightening. God bless.
Aw.
Taylor, give the family some love for me, and it was good to see everybody. Thank you so much for having us.
Peace, love, all. Thank you all
Thank
for joining.
you.
See you soon.
Amen. Until the next